What's up, guys? It's been a long time since I put up another vlog, but I'm back. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. I've been gone for almost 2 months. You know, part of it is my fault because I am the one who actually clicks the, upload button. But there was also other circumstances that I didn't really have a lot of control over. For example, in the beginning of September, I had to go to Salt Lake City, Utah for my job. I was out there for almost like a week. For those who don't know or don't remember, I work at a junior college athletic department. I'm a sports information director. So I had to go travel with one of our teams because we had a tournament and we won. We went undefeated, but I had to go up there. So, I had to put all my attention towards that because that's my job. That's what's bringing in the money. I mean, I'm a freelancer and I want, me being a freelancer bringing the money, but that's the revenue, the stream, like the path that's helping me get money right now. The second circumstance was Hurricane Irma. Man, that was crazy. Like, for real, like, it was so crazy, man. Like, my family and myself, we evacuated. We live in Homestead, and we drove all the way to Atlanta. I have an uncle who lives there, so we stayed at his place, and we stayed there throughout the whole hurricane. And I just gotta say, I'm thankful. I thank God that Miami-Dade didn't get the grunt of Hurricane Irma, because there were some places that did. In Miami-Dade, there was a lot of trees down, gates were down, some houses were messed up. A lot of people were out of power for a long time. There was flooding, like Miami Beach, Brickell, all over there was really bad. Like, I saw photos of water that was like close to like a traffic light. Like, this is a traffic light and this is the water. It was on Brickell Ave. I saw that photo. That was crazy. But the people in the Keys, like Key Largo, Key West, Marathon, Isla Mirada, all those places, man, like their homes, a lot of homes were destroyed, like devastated. Once again, I was in Georgia and I saw this video of water just crashing in the back of someone's house in Key West. I thought it was being swallowed by the ocean. Like, that's how high the waves were. And it was just, like I said before, I'm just thankful that I was able to come back to a home. I was thankful my parents were able to come back to home, because a lot of people were less fortunate than my family, and still are. Like, people in Key West, they're still trying to recover. People in the Keys, they're still trying to recover. The people in Naples, they got impacted as well. A lot of $1 million homes were damaged. And I also want to send out my prayers to Hurricane Harvey, because to people in Houston who got impacted by Hurricane Harvey, because that was very devastating as well. And then also people in Puerto Rico, for you guys who don't know or who do know, they got hit by Hurricane Maria, and 85% of Puerto Rico is still out of power. They don't have water, no electricity in some areas, and they're getting help, but they need more help. They need as much help as possible. And then the third thing that was preventing me from vlogging, doing my thing, was I had to move out of my apartment. My lease was up, and I did not want to stay there due to some things I will not disclose. And I was just ready to get out and go. My lease was up, so I decided to stay by my parents for as of right now. I'm looking for places as I speak to move into, so I know I'll find an apartment pretty soon. But right now I'm just with my parents right now, my parents and my sisters. I'm thankful, to have family that would just look out for me and just bring me in. because like I said, people in Key West, they don't have a place to go. Some people in Key West don't have a place to go. So there might be some people who are in the same predicament as me, and you know, they would normally ask their mom or father if they could stay by them until they get another place, but they can't because the parents don't even have a place to stay themselves. They have to relocate. I was really busy these last 2 months. I'm thankful though. You know, things are slowing down now. I'm getting back into my schedule, and I plan to try to put out more content. For those who don't know, I do have a website. It's called ShaheemSutherland.com. I'll put it up here in a card or the little circle, and you can click and you can check out my website. I create content about sports topics and issues athletes deal with that the average person can relate to. I have been posting stuff on my website, so I haven't posted a video recently, but you can check out some of my articles. But you know, enough of why I haven't put out as much vlogs or videos as I've done in the past. I want to talk about another topic. Well, a couple of topics in regards to being a freelancer. The first topic I want to talk about is getting clients. I'm relatively new as a freelancer. You know, this is my first year in the game, you know, and I'm still working on my craft because you can always improve and get better, and I'm always, you know, listening to people who've been in the game longer than me, and I'm just trying to improve. But you know, I was at the point where I thought, you know, my work is good enough, you know, I can offer my services. So that's what I was doing. You know, I would call people, I would email people, and you know, I'd send them links telling them, you know, excuse me, this is my work. I believe I can be an asset to your company or to your brand by providing you this service for this. Or I noticed that you're not doing this on your website, or you're not doing this with whatever the case is, and I believe this service that I have can help you. And you know, they were all open ears. They're like, oh yeah, I like your stuff. Oh yeah, that sounds like a plan. Let's meet up. And so then I'll meet up with them, and then we're chopping it up, we're talking some more. You know, I have a good sales pitch. It's a genuine sales pitch. It's not just one that I constantly repeat. I actually do my research on, you know, brands and companies that I reach out to, and I see what they're doing, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, and I bring it up and I tell them how I can help them make their weaknesses their strengths, and how I can make their strengths even stronger. And they're, once again, all open ears. But then once I tell them the price, they're like, okay, I'll call you back. I'll get in touch with you. It was nice meeting you. And then they'll say, yeah, I'll call you back tomorrow, or I'll call you back in a couple of days. And so, you know, I'm being patient, waiting for that phone call, waiting for that email, and I never get it. And it was just mind-boggling to me. You know, if you don't like my price, just tell me. Like, don't waste my time and have me following up on you because you say you're gonna reach out to me. Because some people who say I'm gonna hit you up in a couple of days actually do it. And you know, me just driving out there to meet you, that's wasting my time. I could have created an article, I could have edited a video, I could have did something more productive than driving out there and meeting someone who was not going to pay for my service, or was not fully invested in using one of my services. And I guess I'm just blowing off steam because, you know, that's happened to me on more than one occasion, and it's just ridiculous. You know, it's like there's a guy named YC Imaging on YouTube. You know, he speaks about this about when he's dealing with clients. He's a videographer. He's really good. He makes like he directs music videos for people. He's really dope. I like his stuff, and I just like watching stuff like that. But he was just talking about that. That's like BS potential clients. You know, they're just there to BS your time. They're not really about business. And throughout that process that I learned, because I was besides reaching out to people, like actually going to meet them, like driving to their location. Hi, I'm Shaheem Sutherland. I'm a sports multimedia journalist. I provide, sports marketing services. This is how I believe I can help you. Like, besides me driving out there and introduce myself in person, I was sending out emails left and right. I was making phone calls, and it was just going on the answer that wasn't being returned. And I was just like, I'm tired of having to rely on people to try to make money. I want to find a way where I could generate money through just creating the stuff I like to create. Is good content, is good wholesome content, and just make money off of it. And so, like, for the past 2 months, while I was not putting out videos, I was just thinking about ways. And one day it hit me about what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna share it yet because I'm still working on it, but I like the path that I'm on right now in regards to how I'm gonna make money myself. I generate money myself without actually providing people a service. And I just pray and hope things go well in regards to that. To transition into my next topic, I want to talk about support from peers. There's a lot of stuff to talk about in regards to support from peers. Like, say for example, you have Instagram, you have Twitter, you have Facebook, you have all of these social media platforms to promote your stuff, right? And then when promoting your stuff, well, in my case, when I promote my stuff, I use a whole bunch of hashtags because I want my work to pop up in different places, in like different places when people type in different keywords. And I was getting likes from that. Most of my likes came from the hashtags that I put on my posts, things of that nature. And the one thing that I realized with these hashtags is that it was more people who I didn't know who were liking my stuff than people who I did know and who I was actually friends with. And that it just hit me. I mean, it just stayed with me because you would think people who you went to school with from like high school all the way up to college, people who you played sports with, for 4 years, well, basically 4.5 years, people who you just hung out with around the neighborhood. You think those people, like, who you had multiple conversations with, hung out with, looked out for, you would think they would show support, show love. And it wasn't the case. I had strangers showing me more love than I did like friends or people who followed me. And like most of the people who I follow me, well, most of the people who I follow are my friends, people who I know. But there's also people who I follow that I like their work and stuff, so I follow them as well. And it was just something that stuck with me, that still sticks with me. You can put in all this work in creating good content, and when you share it with the public, the people who you're closer with or that don't show you the support. It's the people who you don't know are the ones who show you the support. And I think it's backwards. I feel like it should be the other way around. If you know someone that's creating good content, that's like being positive, trying to do things, you should show that person love. You should help promote that person. I know when I see people doing stuff that's positive, trying to just trying to inform people or make a change, whatever, I promote their stuff sometimes. I like their stuff, or I comment on their stuff, or I repost or reshare it. And I just feel like sometimes it's not reciprocated. It's not, you do it, I do it, but I don't get the same respect. And I feel like there's a disconnect with that. It shouldn't be like that. Like, what's the whole point of following someone and not like showing them support, especially if you know them. Like you just gonna follow them, just look at them, oh, see what they're doing, and then that's it. Like I don't know, I think that's off, and that's just odd as a whole. But then to piggyback off of that, like when I was saying, you know, people who I didn't know were liking my stuff or commenting on my stuff more than people who I did know, that stuff doesn't even translate into like, you know, views and clicks as much as I thought it would. You know, I'll post something, right? I'll get maybe like 50 likes or whatever, and then I'll go look at the analytics of an article I create, and then I'll notice only 15 people viewed the article or clicked on the link. And that's 15 out of 50. That's less than half. And I think if you're gonna like someone's stuff or comment, at least go and look at it. Don't just say, oh, cool stuff, but you don't even go look at it. How you know it's cool stuff if you didn't even look at it or read it or watch it? And I think we gotta do better as a whole in regards to, you know, supporting each other in our endeavors. You know, we all got goals that we're trying to reach, and I feel like if we show each other love and support and like what each other is doing, you know, we can all make it and get to where we want to go. Instead of, you know, looking at people's stuff or ghost watching, whatever it's called, and just thinking about it and like, oh, that's cool, should I like it? No, I'm not gonna like it, and you just go on. Like, that's crazy. Like, that crosses my mind too sometimes, you know. I'm not gonna lie. And I think we just all as a whole have to do better, because it shouldn't be like that. Anyways, that's all I just wanted to talk about today. Stay tuned for more vlogs, more content created by me, and some big news that I hope I'm able to share pretty soon. Until then, make sure you check out my website, ShaheemSutherland.com. You know, you'll find the link somewhere up here. You know, just click on the card or the little circle, and you know, check out my work. You know, I create good content, you know, about sports topics and issues athletes deal with that the average person can relate to. And you know, I just like, you know, telling people stories, and I guess that's my gift that God gave me. So I'm just trying to share it and use it how He would want me to use it. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, if you like this video, give it a like. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think about it below. And until next time.